and to appreciate the DG. I thought it was executive secretary, but everybody calls you DG. Let me follow and say so. Congratulations on your new assignment. The Lord help you to push the scheme to the next level. And I'm fortunate in a way to be here to speak because I was at the birth of the NHIS, that's now NHIA, many years ago. The first executive secretary, Dr. Mohammed Lekki, is like a brother to me. So I've practiced it from the point of view of the public sector at the National Hospital for a number of years. We initiated it because I was CMAC at the hospital at that time. I've seen it through the private sector, and I've also seen it through the PPP at Garki Hospital. So I feel in a privileged position to say good words, really, because it's not like we have a choice. Condemning NHA does not solve Nigeria's problem. We are here to talk of how to make things roll. Points have been made by Dr. Jafar very clearly that we've underfunded the most fundamental part of our existence. I have no doubt about that. Meaning, your real wealth is your health and nothing else. It's not your mansion, it's definitely not your car or anything else. But that's where our weak point is. We are paying pittance to look after health. And so the crisis, if elucidated in all sectors, whether it's public, private, PPP, they are struggling in a function of our existence that should be surplus, not struggle. So the reasons why we have issues, poor coverage, it is not attractive in the first place because we are underfunding what is existing. Nobody's clapping, oh, I'm NHIS, I'm comprehensively covered, I'm happy. That will encourage anyone else to say, take me there. We don't have that. And we need to have that because health is all we've got. People should realize that when it comes to health indices, we are in like a war-torn state. We can only compare with the countries that are not at peace, bottom of the ladder. That's not Nigeria. That's not our anthem. That's not our creed. We, in everything we say, from our national pledge to our national anthem, we are supposed to be number one in the world. Let the world follow us. And health is the shining example of those who really care about themselves. So what do I offer? Like I said, it's positive solutions, not condemnation. I gave it a thought at the very beginning. Oh, Nigeria, how I wish you said all newborn Nigerians are covered with the support of their parents and they grow through it and the rest of us just go on a perfect insurance system, you know. You're a newborn, you're covered. You're a school age, in that order. You're a pregnant woman, you're covered. And systematically, before you know, we have a system that everybody wants to log on to. We missed that chance. We wanted to start with federal public servants and all that. These are people who already earn. They are even better than my grandmother and the newborn, her grandchild, to survive. So we started on not the needy node, not those who need it most, and not in a systematic growth pattern. So let's leave that. We missed the chance of doing neonate, school age, pregnant mothers, then migrate to adults. We just jumped in. What can we do now? There are many examples. The other advantage is I practiced with the NHS in England almost 8 years before I returned to Nigeria. So I've seen it. NHS, you can expect the world on it. Why? If I'm Director General of NHIA and my salary is 1 million a month, say, I pay a percentage of that. But if I'm a cleaner in the office and my salary is 100,000, I pay a percentage of that. I don't know how effective that is, but it's his brother skipper thing. So the more you earn, the more you contribute, so you can level the playing field the way NHIA correctly does. Life is life. Why should you treat a DG different from an ordinary public servant? You know, the scheme does not discriminate. I love that. But brother skippers means those who have more means in society must significantly pay more to look after those who have less means, including the unemployed and so on, those who lose their jobs. But that is the beauty of the UK. Even there, they still have NHS add-on. You have heard of Bupa. You've heard of AMI, insurance. They are top-ups. They are not mutually exclusive. It's a citizen's right to be covered. If it is a citizen's right, some people's wealth is not in naira and kobo. It is in products. We also need to get to a point where we say, I am a rice farmer. The price of bag of rice is maybe 30,000 or 40,000. Bring 2 bags and we can cover you, because we're going to send you to a mill and they're going to sell it abroad or this and that. So your sweat is money. You are a yam farmer, the same. If we need to expand it, because not everybody is earning this cash like civil servants, we need to be smarter to expand the options. You remember those days of cooperatives? You make your product, you come, they value it, they say go and collect your money from that. That is one way I have, that we can look at non-monetary ways of expanding the cover. 7% after 25 years, excuse me, sir, nobody can give you 100% pass mark. New thinking out of the box is needed. It is our wealth, it is our health, and we must do whatever we can, and many other innovations to get out. And Ghana, I love Ghana, but we should be the ones showing example to Ghana. Kigali, what's that? Rwanda. I love Rwanda. We too, being the giants of Africa, should be calling them, come and see how we do it. So, sir, as a citizen, as a practitioner, I believe we have a chance to succeed. I have no doubt about that. And I'm one of those who are willing to, first of all, pray, because we do that a lot in Nigeria, but act to get the scheme to an enviable position.
No, Dr. Wada, let me stay with you. You're talking about expansion. Yes, desirable. But Yenre also talked about, effective coverage of those that are in the scheme already. Today, you go to the hospitals, including Garki Hospital, since you have identified Garki Hospital as part of it, you go there and basic medications for diabetes, for high blood pressure, are no longer available. Why? It was available before,
yes,
and suddenly it's no longer available. What exactly is the problem?
I think Dr. Jafar very, very eloquently described what's going on. The money we have going into NHS, which I've also said is too small, it's a pittance, can no more fund as much as it was intended to fund. You know what happened to the dollar not too long ago and the naira parity. We are not a producing nation. We still have to import many of those diabetic drugs and all that. So when the dollar runs away from the naira, the prices of goods equally run away, and what you have in your hand cannot. It was bad enough 10 years ago. So think, if we retain the same thing, it's even a worst case scenario.
Thank you, Dr. Ibrahim.